Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. We need to go ahead and talk about this latest episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. You guys, I am disgusted. I am disgusted at the situation because Wendy was minding her business the entire time. And then they like to say, oh, it's not about colorism. It's not about colorism. Then explain why everybody is against Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, when she literally did nothing. When she literally did nothing this entire episode. That's a little bit weird to me. Ashley, you started off good by condemning the violence, but then you ended it off, and I don't know if it was the editing, and I have a problem with the editors too, and we're going to talk about it. But you ended it off real stupid when you was looking at Wendy sideways, when you was acting like you didn't know what she was talking about, when she basically called the green-eyed bandits reasonable and shady. And reasonable really isn't all that reasonable. She's more like crazed out and insane, and she really needs to be worried about Juan Dixon and why he's not worried about the well-being and the safety of his own students. When she basically called out the hypocrisy, Ashley was looking at Wendy like, girl, what the hell is you talking about? You're making a false equivalency. And no, it's not a false equivalency. Wendy, Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, did nothing but tell the truth. And the fact that none of y'all can understand why she even brought up the husbands. Okay, Mia, you're so confused as why she's bringing up the husbands, because she doesn't contact other men just because she's going out on a girls trip to Miami. Why would she contact Peter? How was she going to know that Peter was supposedly in Miami at the same time that she was in Miami? And listen, it could be the editing, but from what I gathered, it didn't even seem like Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, knew that y'all was finna go to bar none. And Peter, you have such a hard on. First off, everybody has such a hard on for Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie. She literally did nothing to nobody, but you really want your 15 minutes of fame, and you really did get it this episode. So I hope you're happy at the expense of a black woman. Okay. Well, anyways, I say that to say that I'm disgusted. I'm real disgusted at the situation. Now, if we back it up to last episode and this episode, Wendy literally did not bother anybody. I think Wendy only did two things while they landed in Miami and was getting ready to go to bar none, right? The first thing being is that she was trying to figure out where Candace was going to stay because they stuck Wendy in the smallest room with the smallest bed. Meanwhile, what the ladies don't know, or what Wendy and Candace don't know, is that Candace and Wendy are sharing a room, that little small ass twin bed. Okay, so that was the first thing. So all Wendy was trying to figure out was, where's Candace going to sleep? Because I think Wendy had a feeling that, you know, Mia, shady ass, was going to stick Candace and Wendy together in a twin size room. Okay, so that was number one. Number two, Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, had a conversation with Karen about why she don't like Charisse. And we still don't know why Karen doesn't like Charisse, which is the mystery of the damn season. And listen, this is where I'm going to have to agree with Gizelle. Karen, if Charisse is on this damn show as a friend of, and you're on this show as a full-time cast member, and you guys are both filming a reality TV show and you don't like her, and we don't have no reasons as to why you don't like her, I'm going to need you to at least tell the audience. Maybe you don't want to tell the women, but at least tell the people in the confessional what the hell your problem is with Charisse. Because we're sitting at home confused as hell. Is it because she called you out on Blue Eyes? Is that what the true tea is? We don't know. So now in today's time, literally as of November 20th of 2022, Karen is on social media talking about, no, it's not about what Charisse said 5 years ago. It's about what she's currently doing now. So if that's the case, Karen, tell us what Charisse is doing. Tell us why you don't like her. Because at this point, you don't really have the luxury or the freedom to not tell us. You're filming a show. So I do agree with Gizelle on that front, but where I'm going to have to disagree with Gizelle is the fact that Gizelle and Robyn, the green-eyed bandits, the green-eyed dummies, are off their damn rockers. They're the biggest hypocrites known to reality television. For them to sit up there and try to ice Monique out for being violent towards Candace, only because, and mind you, here's the truth to you. Robyn Dixon at that time. Well, I'll just say Gizelle. Gizelle don't like Candace, never did like Candace. But I'll tell you this much, she likes Candace more than she liked Monique Samuels, which is the reason why she sided with Candace Dillard Bassett when she got her ass beat when Monique beat that ass. Okay? So now that there's violence being perpetuated towards Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, she needs to pick and choose, because in Gizelle's mind, it's really not about the violence. No, it's not about the violence. She doesn't really care about the violence. She cares about who she likes more in that moment. It's not about what's right and what's wrong. It's about who do I like better in this moment. Even though you went to Wendy's face talking about this is what cancer, no cancer look like. So that right there is proof that Gizelle don't like Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, nor Mia. She don't like Mia because someone that you like, you would not go up to them talking about is this what cancer, no cancer looks like. So you don't like Mia and you don't like Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie. But you just so happen to dislike Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, a lot more than you dislike Mia. Therefore, when Mia and Dr. Wendy get into a physical scuffle, you take the side of Mia because you dislike Mia less. Now, am I telling the truth or am I telling the truth? You're a hypocrite, Gizelle. Robyn, you're also a hypocrite. You're also a violent person. So not only are the green-eyed bandits violent, Robyn is the violent one, but you guys are hypocrites, especially when it comes to the conversation of violence. You just don't like Wendy. So anybody on the cast could beat Wendy's ass and you are going to justify it. Because Robyn's whole thing is, oh, you're being antagonistic. You're being antagonistic. What was Mia doing? Was Mia not being antagonistic when she threw the water or the margarita in Wendy's face in her wet and wavy bundles? Was Mia being antagonistic when she basically was trying to weasel herself into the business that doesn't pay her instead of being worried about Gordon signing over her salary to the brothers and now she ain't got no job? Dummy. Am I in the Twilight Zone? Are we living in two different realities? What in the hell is going on? So really, this all started because Mia wanted to be in Wendy and Peter's business. Who knew that Mia and Peter were so intertangled in each other's lives? So Mia basically confronts Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, on why she ain't contact Peter on being in Miami, knowing that Peter has a restaurant in Miami, knowing that you have a business deal that you allegedly ghosted him on. Okay? So the first thing is, and we have the receipt, so I think I can definitively say that Wendy did not ghost Peter when it came to the contract. But in fact, Peter is the one that ghosted Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie. He sent over some paperwork about a lease for this lounge that they're going to do. Wendy said, I want to take a tour of the building. Excuse me. So Peter goes, I'll see if I can make that happen. And y'all can read the text. Do y'all want me to screenshot the text? Y'all want me to show y'all the text? So Peter goes, I'll see. And then Dr. Wendy, and then that was it. You have yet to let me know if I can tour the space before I sign on to do a lounge at an unknown location. So at this point, Peter is the one that ghosted Wendy. Peter is the one, not only are you messy for telling the business dealings to Mia and then Mia trying to confront her and then creating drama for the show, which I thought was dumb as hell. Like, you're basically fighting on Peter's behalf, dummy. So not only are you messy for reality television, which this was great marketing for your damn restaurant, but you're just unprofessional. You're the one that left sis on red. You're the one that ghosted sis. You're the one that's being messy. And so if this was not a sign that Wendy needs to stay clear of messy ass Papa Smurf, better known as Patricia, then I don't know what other sign sis needed. Wendy, these people hate you, and it might be because of the hue of your skin. I don't know. Because what is the other reason? She ain't do nothing in this episode. Why is everybody against a person that ain't did nothing? Now, I'm not saying that Wendy wasn't a little bit extra and annoying last season, But because Wendy was extra and annoying last season, you gonna make up lies. Because she was extra and annoying last season, you gonna hit the girl. Because she was extra and annoying last season, you gonna act like she tried to destroy your family when you really tried to destroy hers. You think we falling for that, Gizelle? You think we falling for this Chris Bassett situation? And y'all saw how they made up the lies, and I'm all over the place with this. So you just gonna have to watch the episode if you want to know what the hell I'm talking about. But you see how Jizzy made up that lie? How she took what Ashley said at the winery and basically took it as Chris was at the bar filling up on somebody's ass? You really think in your small demented head that Chris Bassett would be at a restaurant with his wife, Candace Dillard Bassett, just across from the room, filling up on Ashley's friend's ass? Does that make any sense? That literally, you guys are grasping for straws. You're grasping for straws, and no, we're not eating what you're trying to feed us, because what you're trying to feed us look and taste like vomit. Gizelle, Robyn, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. Okay? So I hope the audio sounds good. I put the microphone up higher because, I don't know. Y'all know I be trying different shit. But I'm just so disappointed in this entire situation. So yeah, Mia's all up in Wendy's business talking about that's my brother, that's my family. Speaking of Peter, Papa Smurf. Talking about that's my family. You should have let him know that you were coming to Miami. You should have let him know that you were coming to Bar None. You should have let him know this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. I'm like, oh, wow. Like Mia and Peter really have a really strong, close-knit relationship. Like what in the hell is going on? Who knew that Mia Thornton was so invested in her relationship with Peter that she would actually fight Peter's battles? And when we say fight, we really literally mean fight, physically fight. She is physically fighting Peter Thomas's battles. It's giving weird. It's giving someone give this girl some help. So Wendy goes, girl, I don't have to let no man know what city I'm coming to or not coming to except for my damn husband. I don't know what you and your husband do, but me and my husband, we don't do that. I don't contact no man about where I'm going and where I'm going to be regarding a girl's trip except for my husband. And that's when Mia bloop, throws the drink in her face. So my whole thing is, Mia, you're dead ass wrong. It's no way to shake it. It's just wrong. You assaulted the woman for no fucking reason. It wasn't out of self-defense. Your physical well-being was not in jeopardy. Your physical well-being was not being threatened by whatever Wendy had going on. Okay? So you assaulted that lady for the hell of it because you have anger management issues, because you have no self-control, because you are high off of the attention and the fame and the glory of the Real Housewives of Potomac cameras. And so you did something dumb as hell. And now you really look dumb as hell as of November 20th of 2022, because while you sitting up here calling Wendy broke, yes, this whole episode they were gossiping about Wendy. Remember when I told y'all that Wendy ain't did and said shit? While Wendy is minding her business, being cordial with everybody, they all talking shit about how she's so broke and how she's so this. That's the reason why she left Peter on red, which is a lie. So not only as a CEO and a boss are you fighting at Bar None and you're assaulting folks for no reason, but now we know that you ain't even got no salary. And Gizelle, I know you not talking about somebody being broke in the confessional with that backward forwards house. That's the reason why you got to be so nice to that man that has cheated on you and made you look like a damn fool. Robyn, we know you. I know you ain't talking shit. And then you the main one that be making fun of Wendy, talking about, oh, she wants to do candles. Oh, she wants to do this. Oh, I thought she was a professor. She was 4 degrees and now she wants to do candles in a Nigerian lounge. You're the same woman who wanted to be a trucker. You're the same woman who wanted to be a fucking trucker. And then you went from being a trucker to being a damn flip-flopper, a house flipper. You wanted to flip-flop houses. You wanted to be Joanna and Chip. You wanted to be HGTV. And then you found out that was too hard. So then you wanted to do Embezzled. But you're going to talk about how Wendy wants to, flip-flop and change industries and do this and figure out who she is. Girl, when you was being a trucker, you wanted grace and understanding. When you was flipping houses, you wanted grace and understanding. Now you want to be Joe Rogan. Gizelle, same for your ass. You started off being in the political scene, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. You was a first lady. You started off being in the church, which I don't know how anybody looked up to you for spiritual guidance, because you're Gizelle is the least Christian-like person on this damn show. I mean, but at the end of the day, church folks are very messy, so it's on brand with that. Very on brand. So you started off in the church, then you wanted to be in the political scene, I guess. I don't know. And then you wanted to do Every Hue Beauty. You wanted to be James Charles and Jeffree Stars. Okay. And then you wanted to be Jackie Ina. And now you want to be Joe Rogan and call her daddy. You want to be a podcaster's dream. Okay. So you have switched up industries too. Okay. And then calling somebody else broke. Girl, your wigs look broke. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, the clothes look broke. Okay, and what I mean by that is can't be no electricity in the house. Can't be no what state do they live in? Virginia, Maryland? Can't be no Virginia Power. I don't know what the power company is called up there, but you can't be paying your power bill. Getting dressed in the dark like that. The windows can't have open access to outside. Can't be no sunlight. You getting dressed in the dark like that, okay? You plopping on wigs without plucking them first. Like, what's the point of a lace frontal with human hair wigs if you're not going to at least make it a little bit realistic up in the front? And then y'all going to be like, I'm talking about the girls. Yes, I am. Because don't come on my TV screen and expect me not to talk about you. Just like the Dr. Heavenly Stands want to drag me. Yep, you're in front of my screen. I'm going to drag you too. Who else? Sharice, girl, the only reason why you have a pot to piss in is because you just so happen to get a divorce from somebody that had a little bit of coins. But you have no talents, nor no businesses, nor no nothing going for yourself. And it looks like you're trying to hop on the Wendy Osefo train by opening up a champagne lounge, and you want to pick Peter's brain. Baby girl, you don't even know Peter. You don't even know Peter. So if Peter can't remember Dr. Wendy's name, he sure as hell ain't gonna remember boring ass Sharice, who doesn't bring anything to the show except for wanting to stay at the Four Seasons and only has Four Seasons monies because of who she divorced. Girl, what is your talent and what is your job? What do you do? What is your purpose in life? We all want to know. How Nene said, girl, why did you get your own spinoff? We all want to know. We all want to know, sweetie. Why are you even here? Jacqueline, you're one big question mark. You look silly. Mia, sis, instead of worrying about people's adjustments, instead of cracking backs, instead of focusing on chiropractors, you might need to see a dermatologist. Who else? Karen is the only one that ain't pissed me off this episode. And listen, I'm trying not to go in on the girls, but it's like you cannot go in on somebody and then expect like your shit don't sting. Anyway, so Mia ended up throwing the drink, and she claimed she threw the drink because Wendy talked about her husband. Did Wendy talk about her husband? She absolutely did. But before the drink was thrown, I want to make it very clear that Wendy only said, I don't know what you and your husband do, but me and my husband, we don't notify other women and men when we go out of town just because. That's what you do. We don't share toothbrushes and deodorants with our best friends. That's what you do. I don't share my husband with other women. That's what you do. Now, she didn't really get into that until after the drink was thrown. When the drink was thrown, that's when she started saying that G be fucking other women, you be fucking other men, and you're probably fucking Peter too. Now listen, do I believe that Mia is fucking Peter? I don't know if I believe that, but does she fuck other men and does he fuck other women? Yes. We know that because she told us that. She also told us that she got her pussy done. She also told us that she was the mistress to Gordon before they got married. She also told us that she was a stripper. So Mia, what she was saying was 80% the truth. She may not be fucking Peter, but they fucking other people besides their spouses. And we know that to be the truth because that's what they let us know. Mia and Gordon are freaks in the sheets and in the streets. Like Michael Darby. Now listen, I be trying not to go in. Y'all know I'm more of a corporate baddie nowadays. Okay, so I be trying to be politically correct. I be trying not to go in on the girls. I be trying not to talk about the people's looks. I be trying not to really take it there. Okay, I be trying to keep this for kitchen table talk, but I just kind of feel like something got to be done about this whack ass cast. Something needs to be done about this whack ass cast. And then Mia gonna try to hit the girl with the damn purse. And then Robyn and Jizzy gonna talk about you're being antagonistic. Robyn, you are so obsessed with this lady. And the real reason why they hate Wendy so much is because in my personal, humble, unbiased opinion, and y'all know I'm the first one to be like, Wendy, you're searching for a storyline. Wendy, you're extra. Wendy, you're doing the most. Wendy, you're smelling yourself too much. Humble yourself, sis. I don't even like Wendy like that. But in my humble opinion, in my personal opinion, Wendy to me is the most well-rounded human being out of everybody on this show, including Miss Karen Huger. She is. She's the most intelligent, the most articulate, the most well-versed, the most educated out of everybody on this damn show. That's the real reason. That's the real reason why y'all are so upset, because she's just a better person than you. And you're mad and upset about it. That a woman of immigrant parents, of a darker hue, a woman who actually has a job, okay, has a lot more going on than all of y'all. Half of y'all are only having pots to piss in because of who you're married to. Wendy probably made more money than the man, than the husband. At this point, their incomes are probably comparable. Now, we know the John Hopkins job ain't, whatever, but she does a multitude of things and y'all drag her for it. Why are y'all dragging a woman for diversifying her income? We are always preaching about generational wealth. We're always teaching about multiple streams of income. And so when a black woman tries to get multiple streams of income and when she's trying to milk this situation off of being from the Real Housewives of Potomac, y'all have an issue with that. Why do y'all have such a big issue with this woman when she has not antagonized, as Robyn would say, any of y'all? I don't know if it's the color of her skin, but I really can't think of too many reasons. And you may not like Wendy just because you don't like Wendy, but if you don't like Wendy, leave her the fuck alone. Robyn, your commentary throughout the episode was completely unnecessary. And your hypocrisy, you and Gizelle, is definitely showing. You guys look like fools. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and log off. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. All right? Bye.